the basketball realness in you, I got to get one.
If you think you like that.
They took him out on a wheelchair like his leg was broke. We came back and went crazy. They asked him how he felt things gonna go forward. He was like, well, I knew they wasn't gonna trade me for nothing. I know who I am.
Talk that shit, KD. First off, I want to start this by saying congratulations to y'all two, man. Real shit, y'all show resigning. I think that's huge.
Appreciate that, bro.
I want to, first off, commemorate y'all for what y'all have built, man. Real shit, y'all taking podcasts to a fucking another level, and y'all setting the precedent for all of it. Y'all are true leaders of this shit, so I want to say congratulations.
Yeah, that's love.
Thank you.
That's love. That's love, for sure,
Y'all been grinding, you know what I'm talking about?
Appreciate that, bro.
You know, it's dope to be here doing the NBA, you know, opener and, you know, the prequel to a 222, 223 season. You know, before we even came on here, man, I was just talking like, man, have you ever seen a season coming into it like this with so many narratives that you cared about? Not some shit that, you know.
That they make up.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like Spider to Cleveland, you know, Bronny in 1300, finna pass Cap. Man,
That's crazy.
Think about this, Pete. Since we've been in the league, y'all, we've always been kind of under the wrap of Cap. You know what I'm saying? For the first time in life, man, LeBron James gonna lead that whole pack of players since I came through point-wise. That's remarkable, man. Like, real shit. It's just so many. I know we got, you know, 1,000 different narratives and shit, but there's so many different narratives that we care about that I can't wait to just hear everybody's 2 cents on it. But I gotta ask the question. I'm gonna go around the room. I'll start with you, Matt. What's the narrative that you're looking forward to out of all of it?
The Warriors and what they have and who's next in line and how those next in line players continue to add to the dynasty that they're a part of now. You know, we talked off camera with, you know, Wiseman. What are we gonna get from him coming back?
Facts.
Jordan Poole took a huge jump last year. People like Kevon Looney, who, you know, the ultimate role player. You know, Draymond's contract. What are they gonna do with Draymond? Is they gonna have to blow it up and they gonna pay him, or are they gonna blow it up? You know, do they ride the wheels till they fall off with Steph? Are they all in the entire time Steph Curry's a Golden State Warrior? So I would definitely say the Warriors for me.
What about you, Steph?
I'm gonna go two teams that I feel like they have to make some noise and have to get out of the funk they've been in. Brooklyn won a whole season with Kyrie, and the Clippers too, a whole season with those two guys. So I want to see what you know what I'm saying, if they're gonna come out and play the way that we expect them to play, or they're gonna have lay another egg again. I want to see what's gonna happen.
What about you, True?
I think for me, it's the Lakers. You know, a team that, you know, the most talked about team, one of the more storied franchises. Obviously, LeBron coming in, gonna pass Cap, but how is that gonna work out with Westbrook? He didn't get traded. You know, the whole thing is he wasn't happy. We thought he would get traded this summer. Are they gonna mend the fences, come together, and just try to regroup with Anthony Davis being healthy? What's gonna happen over there? What's gonna happen in that situation? So it's gonna be interesting to see how they use Westbrook. You know, they signed Schroeder, Pat Bev, you know, these 2 other point guards. You know, so I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out.
For me, it's the Clippers, man. I'm gassed to see John Wall back in the league.
Yes, sir.
John Wall, man. Happy for him. Kawhi coming back from ACL. PG dealing with shoulder issues. I'm on paper, man, this is probably one of the favorites, man, for me. I'm just watching it, you know? I still think John Wall got something in his tank. I still think he's challenged. He's always been super competitive.
Had a great summer.
He did. And then, you know, I saw little pieces of him just working in the gym. You know, when you working and you showing it, that's a different feel, you know? So I'm really looking forward to them. You know, T. Lue, you know, he did a lot with Reggie Jackson and having really having a solid team, but just having less. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that compared to everybody else in what they have with superstars and them missing out on their superstars. So I look forward to the Clippers, man. I think they got a lot to prove, but they got a lot of question marks, but I think they got a lot of promise too. So
a lot of upside.
I'm gassed to that, man.
I agree.
I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, address the elephant in the room, man. I want to hear everybody's, you know, what's going on in Boston, dealing with the coach. And, you know, Matt, I know you jumped out.
Yeah, man, I jumped in the frying pan, goddamn.
It's all good, though. Well, I mean, no bullshit. I'm going to set this up for you because I know where you was going. You know, Sarver's situation, and by the way, that situation with Sarver has been over decades. I was in the league. I've been in the league, left the league 2016. Probably everybody here know what I'm talking about. I was not shocked to hear about none of the stuff that came out of the investigation and none of that. So I just wanted him to live in that too. I wanted him to kind of go through that. And this is probably the biggest diversion to that.
Yeah,
so with
man.
that.
Well, that was my whole thing. You know, obviously being around the league, you know what Robert Sarver is about. You know, I played there. And the second I left, it was just like, oh, this motherfucker ain't shit. I knew it. I mean, I was thinking it, but I could finally say it once I left. This motherfucker ain't shit. I knew it. You know what I mean? So to think, and then that's kind of a reason why I jumped out on the limb for Ime. Because to me, when I first seen it, what made me jump on the limb was, damn, these motherfuckers got the same suspension? A year? You know what I mean? To me, what Robert Sarver did is, you know, racism, sexism, all the shit he did. So that's what made me jump out there. So I was going out there to trying to think, you know, and this is without telling, we all been in the league. You know, each team is like a big reality show. You know, what goes on behind closed doors is everyone's business. So when I first heard the Udoka situation, I'm like, that's not really that big of a deal, and it's definitely not as big as Sarver. So when I decided to go post that, because I really hadn't been, we was on vacation for All the Smoke. I'm still on vacation for ESPN. I hadn't really been on TV talking about it, keeping people in my DMs. What do you think about this? What do you think about it? So I spoke on it. I tell you, not even a couple of my homeboys was at the house when I made the post. Like, not even 2 minutes later, I get a phone call like, bro, this is what happened. And I'm just like, damn. And so to me, my whole thing with jumping out there was, you know, trying to have his back, thinking like, you know, what I thought had happened is fairly normal amongst not even just the NBA, just business in general. People do all kinds of shit when the doors are closed. But when I heard what happened, you know, it kind of took me back for a second, but at the same time, it's still
not the same.
Yeah, it's just not the same. You know what I mean? So I had to backpedal, and I got a lot of love for backpedaling, because I think in this media space, I mean, kind of going a little bit of different direction, we live in a day where it's less reporting on what is actually going on, and it's more emotions and disrespect, I think, towards players. And I hate that shit, and I hate when people in the media, now that I'm a part of the media, will say some shit that's not true, and then when the truth comes out, they don't say nothing. Like, motherfucker, you was making all that noise about this, and this is what happened. You know what I mean? So I definitely didn't want that to be the case with my situation once the shit kind of started coming out. So I had to go on there and just say, hey, you know, after I heard what happened, it's a lot deeper than I initially thought. So I kind of had to backpedal off that. So it's the best for everybody. You know, the shit continues to come out right now. And I think you made a great point. It's just like, you know, obviously the drama is the drama, but we're thinking about a young team that just went to the finals, that has 2 young superstars, that just picked up Malcolm Brogdon. Who's leading that team now? Because Udoka, say what you want about his personal life, he was a hell of a coach. He was groomed, he took his team to the finals, they were gonna hand him the keys to that franchise, and now everything's kind of up in a race. So what's next for that team, I think, is the question.
Man, it's crazy,
You know what, I'm gonna speak on your defense, though, because you talked about it based on what you heard.
Right.
I spoke on it based on what the facts were at the time. So even if I didn't know or you didn't know all the facts, this is what was presented to us.
Right.
So I'm gonna speak on that.
Right.
So whatever facts they present to us, that's what we speak on. Until you know, maybe you know an inside more than anybody else, but all I can speak on is what the facts that was given out to everybody.
So that's why I tried to have his back. Just off that base alone, that's all we had at the time.
Yeah, so like, ain't nothing wrong with that. So don't even feel bad that you came to his defense, because this is what the facts that was presented. You know, if there's a cover up and you know a little more than he know, listen, this is what everybody in the world was told. So I'm gonna speak on that. And if anything else come to my mind, or any more information come to me, then I'll speak on that. So that's it.
But the question still is here, who's gonna lead them now? Is this the time with Tatum, you know, Jay Brown step up? This is when, you know, the locker room gotta be, man, cohesiveness gotta be probably on 1,000 now. You know, like, just think about it. Yo hoorah. Yo gas. You know, your real leader, your general is not gonna be there for a whole year. Just think about all that promise, all that investment they took on getting to the finals and what that year was like. Y'all been there? Man, it's hard as shit to get to the finals. And think about going home as a loser and going home on vacation, and every time you see somebody being reminded of that shit. Then you come in here to this, man. Like, man, this is when, I'm telling you, dark times show true self in personnel. This is when people step up. This is when you come out and you grow wings.
This is a time where, you know, the true leaders, you know, is Jason Tatum's obviously the best player. Is he that leader, or is it Marcus Smart? Is it Al Horford? I don't even. You got to rally behind, and then, you know, when shit happens, unfortunately, it's going to give someone else an opportunity. So there's a new young black coach there. Now it's his time. You know, I mean, you're in control of the Boston Celtics, you know, from a head coaching standpoint. So, you know, obviously what they did in the finals, you know, you could say if they didn't turn the ball over as much as they did, who's to say what happened? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But you, like you said, you go into the offseason thinking, man, we can't wait to get back to work, and then you're kind of hitting the stomach with this coaching situation. But every time they go through a low this season, this is gonna get brought up. You know what I mean? They lose 2 games, 3 games, or shit, you know what I mean? So how do they mentally prepare themselves, the guys in the locker room, to be like, fuck it, against all odds this year, we know this is the hand we has dealt, how we gonna run with it? That's
how you gotta be, though. That's gotta be the mentality. If they gonna actually be something, and you know, the league don't give a shit. The league don't care about these excuses. It's not an excuse league, man. You gotta come out here, you gotta play. I actually think that when you go through something, it brings you closer together.
I think the biggest thing for them taking out and cut you off is they're gonna have to find out who during the games. Because like Marcus Smart has a strong personality, but you're not the star on this team, bro.
Right.
And when it comes down to that and nobody listen to the new coach, who gonna have the loudest voice?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? that's gonna mean a lot.
Malcolm Brogdon gonna have Malcolm, I think, is gonna have a voice in the locker room too.
Great pickup. Great
Yeah,
pickup.
see, the thing is, when your coach is gone, you gotta say your coach had an idea how he wanted to use and use his new players. So how you implement guys like Brogdon and the new guys you bring in, because Udoka said, all right, we're gonna bring him in and we're gonna use him like this. So now it's like how you implement that in a different way now.
But think about how Udoka implemented his system, and it took him to January to get it, and once they got it,
so do it start over again?
Right.
Is he putting in a whole, I mean, you gotta keep a system you had last year. So how you implement the new players with the new coach, he probably have his ideas. Or how he think why we lost.
A guy like Malcolm Brogdon is good, though, because he's one of the most solid point guards in the league. So it's going to be easy to insert him into
what happens if Marcus Smart is not handling the ball well and not playing as well as he at the point guard, and then Malcolm Brogdon is playing well coming off the bench? Like, who is going to regulate? Is this new coach stepping into this? Because you know, you're in Boston. That's one of the biggest,
I was going to jump out there
franchises.
anyway and say he's going to be better. He's going to be the starter before the season over.
You know what I mean? But can the coach manage that?
Me too.
I think he should start.
Me too. He fit better with the two. He fit better with Brown and Tatum.
I think Marcus Smart should start too.
Listen,
I think move Tatum to the 4
or Brown.
Or Brown to the 4. I'm not mad at that.
Listen,
certain teams.
I'm telling you, one of my biggest issues with Boston is depth. So if Marcus has to come off the bench, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
They need more depth off the bench. They need more.
But you understand, they're not gonna have Williams at the beginning. He has surgery.
And you got Dwight and Marcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins at home chilling. Come on, man.
All right, that's crazy.
I didn't mean to go off subject.
Word, that's real though. How Cousins still at the crib? No, hell no. Damn, I ain't even think of that.
Insert one.
Did Melo get signed yet?
Nope. Melo at the home
I heard
too.
Melo coming and being.
And you would think too, with losing Gallinari tearing his ACL, Melo would be an ideal pickup, but they decided not to go that direction either.
Ripped his leg up again. It's like his 3rd time, right?
So
yeah,
that's not good.
He got a bag though, so he good. Ticket.
Well, good luck to Joe Mazzulla. You know, that's a hell of you're stepping in. My bad not to cut you. It's a historical franchise that both you guys play for. You know, it's the Celtics, the Lakers, and the Knicks, and you could throw the Warriors in the mix now and Chicago from the past. But there's some historical franchises, and you guys got a chance to play for. But that's a young black coach jumping in the frying pan after another, and keep it real, after another black coach just, you know,
he got some shit. Whip, yo.
He
went from driving the Kia to the. Now he got the keys to the Phantom. He got the keys to a machine that got to the finals last year.
Right.
Anything less than that is a letdown.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
y'all gotta understand, the East ain't no cakewalk.
Nah, East is tough.
It ain't no cakewalk. Think about
You got
it
82
ain't
with
guaranteed.
Kyrie.
It ain't even guaranteed the Celtics gonna make
82.
it back because think about this.
Everybody
they played Milwaukee
with no
Middleton.
Right.
They beat Miami with Hero wasn't 100%. He was hurt.
Too.
Butler
And
was hurt too.
And Lowry was hurt. So it's like
and if Brooklyn could get their shit together, you know what I mean?
I don't
That's a big if, but I'm just saying there's heat out there.
No, you know why I don't?
putting the house
It
on
ain't about
Brooklyn.
KD or
You putting the house on
Hold
it?
on, we gonna say that.
And you just got a new house too. Congratulations.
I'm riding with Brooklyn.
That's that Showtime money?
I was riding with him last year. Y'all know I'm loyal.
I ain't riding with Brooklyn.
Okay,
I ain't riding with Brooklyn. We gotta talk about that. We gotta bring that back up. I ain't riding with Brooklyn.
Man, let's get back to Brooklyn then, man. Let's go back to Brooklyn, man. Kyrie, KD didn't get traded. Low key. Listen, I know that man controlled his his whole movement.
I loved it.
You know why they didn't love it? Because he got to leverage himself. You understand what I'm saying? I heard him almost going back to Golden State. I heard that. I heard that was a real thing.
Yeah.
And they couldn't understand it. Now, I've never seen a situation where a guy go tell the owner the A, B, and C to it, and then it don't get done. Okay, cool, I'm coming back like ain't nothing.
That's why I don't think it's gonna work.
Listen.
But he said this in the media today. They asked him how he felt things gonna go forward. He was like, well, I knew they wasn't gonna trade me for nothing. I know who I am. That's what he told him. I know who I am.
You ain't gonna just give it away. Right. You ain't gonna just give it away.
I got a question for you though, Paul, because
talk that shit, KD.
It seemed like no matter what happened in KD's life, he's always been able to give everything he got on the court. He doesn't let outside shit distract him. So if there's some rift there between him and management or him and the coach, my concern more is with the rift between, if there is one, and I'm not acting like there is,
Sean.
Is there a rift, not necessarily Sean, but
Nash.
Steve Nash and Kyrie, is there a
They
rift
trying to
there?
get him out of there, dog.
Is there a rift there? That's my connect. So again, that's the, although he's the coach, you know what I mean? There's some bigger
Anybody
personalities.
who watched the
man.
game last year knew that Steve Nash did a terrible job. So Katie just said it to the world. But every basketball player was watching that and, why you not playing? Why you wait to do this? Why? Everybody was doing that. Every basketball player I watched the game with. So Steve did not do a good job. That's my brother. But he did not do a good job last year.
So how you believing in Brooklyn then? That's the reason. That ain't got nothing to do with KD and Kyrie.
They haven't had a full team yet.
Yeah.
But if you don't trust Steve Nash, but you rolling with Brooklyn.
But sometimes the best thing a coach can do is get the fuck out the way.
How he gonna do that?
Right.
He gotta practice. He gotta practice.
What you mean?
He gotta call a timeout, draw up that timeout.
But I'm talking about.
He gotta make it look good.
No, but I'm talking about. There's a lot of coaches that are really good, that are good coaches, but their strongest, like, this is all due respect. Like Phil would let people just run. Obviously, Phil installed what he was gonna do, but Phil would let you go out there and do your thing. You know what I mean?
The system was in place, though.
You're right. You're right.
The system was in place. They built everything around that.
Their system is KD and Kyrie.
If you don't believe in the system,
they don't have an identity. You're right about that. They don't even have
an
identity.
They don't believe in him or the system.
So do you believe in them?
I'm still riding with him.
You say you putting
No. Let's say this.
Oh, yeah, that's another
You
one.
riding with KD and Kyrie.
I'm riding with the Brooklyn Nets.
Listen, that's another.
Whoever on the team.
Listen,
that's just how I'm riding with the Cowboys. Same way.
That's another
Cowboys
question mark that I'm looking forward to the narrative.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. I've been seeing film of him shooting jump shots in the gym, working on it.
I just want him on the court, KG.
That's it, man.
KG, I just want him on the court.
What position he playing?
It don't matter.
Point forward.
You can put him anywhere.
forward.
Now, let's not act like you fella been asleep for 2-3 years now.
No, listen.
You can put him anywhere.
To me, he a point guard.
But you can put him anywhere.
Listen.
You ain't never seen him with KD and Kyrie.
Listen to this.
He a point guard. If he ain't got the ball in his hands, he ain't spreading the court with his three.
True.
What
Get on your spot. Get on that little dunker line.
Not even that. He gonna initiate ball. I say he bring it up.
What you gonna put him in the dunker?
And all them. No, he's gonna initiate. He's gonna initiate. He's gonna go to the side pick and roll. They're gonna lower it down. He either gonna turn the corner, draw and kick to the top or the corner.
Yeah.
You know how this goes.
If I'm
or
KD,
he get a dunk, or it's a lob back.
Look, if I'm KD and I'm Kyrie, ain't no way we put the, like we said, he got the ball.
You throw it back to him and he make the play. He gonna make a lot of plays.
He gonna initiate
He gonna
the
shock a lot of
offense.
people this shit. That's
What I'm saying. He gotta go somewhere. He gotta play through them.
I mean,
You've been out the game a year, dog.
I think, like he said, I mean, he's someone that can get it off the glass, and he loves to pass. So you got Joe Harris, who's back healthy. You got Kyrie.
I ain't saying he ain't
You got
nice.
KD, but you pass and either into an assist or pass and go into a screen and let the offense get rolling.
Lord, you know what the Warriors did?
Using them?
You know what the Warriors did to the league? It made almost every position positionless.
Yeah,
Draymond Green showed and Mooney showed that you can win a championship with a 4 or a 5 that can rebound his ass off. He ain't even got to score.
That's smoke and mirrors, dog.
It is, but that's what everybody's going to. It's a copy league. You know, everybody's going to copy
and
it.
mirrors because
Everybody
if you got
think
the
they got a
greatest
Steph
backcourt
Curry.
to shoot the ball ever, who else put that together?
But then you got to think about, I mean, if you get a healthy
ain't
KD
nobody
and a
got
committed Kyrie, that's not a bad backcourt neither.
No, it's talent-wise.
We're one of the best playmakers
talented.
in the game. Ben Simmons is that now.
Ben Simmons nice.
First
I ain't
team
got
all
nothing
defense
against him.
and an
I'm just
all-star.
saying how you use him. And you saying Steve Nash can't coach. How he gonna use Ben Simmons?
Yeah, he cannot.
So you believe in that?
No.
Ben Simmons going to be the rover, man.
I said he had a bad year. He had a bad. I don't know if he can make some adjustments or not, but he's gonna have to get to the point, like he said, the players gonna have to go out there and coach themselves at some point.
They're gonna look like Rutgers. I'm telling you.
One-on-one.
At some point, it comes down to expertise anyways. The ball's going to be in your best players' hands, and they're going to be the decision makers. It's about who's out here and who's going to be the supporting cast of that. And then you hope, like hell, injury don't come into play.
And no knock on Doc, but y'all can't tell me it's been times where y'all came out the huddle and Rondo orchestrated everything that was going on in there.
Ain't no question.
And y'all just ignore everything he said.
No,
okay, my point exactly.
But that's Rondo.
My point exactly.
That's Rondo.
Fuck that. That's P.
That's Rondo.
Let me get this shit. Let me get this shit, man. Check that motherfucker. I'm throwing that motherfucker back. Fuck all that. What you mean, Rondo? This shit gonna start with P.
Like, no,
Hold on, Doc. No, I'm going on this side. Move this shit right here.
No,
this shot he hit on Bron, Doc had him on the right side. No. He was in the huddle. He wasn't even looking at him. You know, P a zoned out on your head. He zoned, looking weird. We in Miami. He zoned out for like 2 seconds. He heard, looked over there. He was like, no, man, I'm over here, man. Over here. He was real Inglewood.
The ducky, you want the ducky? He said
real
man, look.
No, he tried to put me on the side.
Came out, he was like, yo, I want the da-da-da-da. No. We got out there, P waved it off. Like, no, I'm gonna hit this nigga. This nigga, boom. Ooh, it's cold.
We did that.
You didn't see him at the end? Right.
We did do that.
You go out there with the expertise.
No, but you listen to see what Coach wanted, and you be like, no, that ain't it.
See, that's what I'm saying. And then Doc always like, hey, look, I'm riding with y'all.
Yeah,
but you gotta have faith in your guys, too.
You got to.
You think Bron ain't doing that?
Yeah.
You think Cole ain't doing that?
Yeah.
And like, he feel the drink, like, nah.
I seen Barron do that shit at UCLA.
Yeah. Players doing that all the time.
Lab be doing this. Barron's like, rub the clipboard, clean the clipboard off. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna go out here and run this shit. Let's go.
It is what it is. You know what? If you're a real coach, you ride with your best player.
Get out the way.
You get out the way. Right. And you win. You win and lose with that.
Right.
You know, I'm looking forward to Brooklyn doing some good things. I got them coming out of the East or being one of those teams that's considered. I got Milwaukee and I got the Sixers being in that conversation. Then, I mean, we can't sit here and not talk about Cleveland. Like Cleveland, I mean, I love that.
I think they're gonna be better than Brooklyn.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna be good.
Top 4, top 5?
No egos.
I think not top 4, but 5, 6 area.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I
A
think
bunch of young boys that play hard. And then they got Donovan Mitchell.
They understand their roles.
And this is not even a doc. The reason why I felt that Utah never worked is because they didn't have that third scorer. Because as great of a scorer as Donovan Mitchell is, he made nobody better. He doesn't make guys better. So now with Garland being able to handle the ball and get everyone going, but also score too, you allow Donovan Mitchell just to let me go out there and be a D-Wade. Let me go out there and just kill. Period.
Yeah. You take some decision.
I like that team.
You take some decision making away from Garland too, and he can play the 2.
Yep, come off
and
it.
being able to make shots too. That's why I like Mobley. I love their team.
Scary team.
And I think they got a lot of upside, man. I look forward to Cleveland being like a real major force in the East, man. Real shit.
Utah will never have a big 3 because it won't be 3 stars that's delusional at the same time to go there.
Well, they gotta build through the draft. Period.
They got 190 first-round picks now, so he got it.
I thought Rudy Gobert's defense was ahead of his offense. I thought he was good at like offensive rebound and stuff like that. I didn't think he was the big that you can actually throw and get you an inside bucket. I think all of us knew that, right? That wasn't like that was like a duh moment, right?
Yeah.
But I think where he connected or where I thought they could connect is the way they played. I thought they was trying to do 4 shooters with 1 big end, right? It didn't work. And that's what I was saying with Portland. You know, we was talking about off camera with the Portland situation. Like, how long do you go on a system to where you just got to abort it or get out of it? 3 years, 4 years?
I feel bad for Dame down there.
Me too, man.
Well, we looked it up. Dame's 32 now.
Dame's 32, P. And that, man.
He's still young, though.
But do you
youth lasts longer these days.
But tickets, I mean, do you take it and say, fuck it, I'm in this for the long run, let me sit back and build me a big old house to give me some equity in the team, or?
I think, look, let me say you this. I think with the way the money is now, you be like, fuck a ring.
Nah,
I'm gonna get 50, 60 million.
I understand that.
No, look.
But the basketball realness in you, I got to get one.
If you think you like that.
If you think you like that, thank you. Man,
he gonna look back
I
at
can
this
go
and be
here, make a dub, or I can stay here with
how much more money can Dame Lillard make, though, bro?
No, but listen to these numbers.
No, I'm saying, like, he can make a bunch, but he done made.
Lord,
he done made
tonight, when you sitting there, what you thinking about?
You know what? I ain't tripping about no ring.
He done made 300 already, dog. 400 already, bro.
Man, Joe,
so you mean to tell me you sitting there with that bag, all that bread right there, And you ain't thinking about being the best in the world for 1 year?
No, he already got named top 75.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. But I'm saying, as a basketball player, that's crazy. You're not ever waking up saying, I got to be the best 1 year in my career. You know what's crazy? I don't want to play with no motherfucker that ain't thinking like that.
I feel you.
And you know what happened, dog?
I feel
you know
your
what's
attitude.
crazy?
We all come from that era. This ain't that era no more.
This ain't the era.
Now listen to me.
You right, Pete. You right.
I feel,
But Dame is a throwback. But Dame is a throwback.
He won the
But when you say, look, we got this $60 million for you to stay here
per year.
He gonna get that anywhere.
Per year,
No, not 60.
Nah.
And they say you can go over here and make
57, nigga. 57 and 60.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
If you had it, when I played, if you say, look, we're gonna give you $300 million to stay and be weak.
Whatever.
Or
He what you gonna do? You kick your feet up?
What my camera at? What that camera at? This one? He is lying.
Hey, if you stay here, we're gonna give you $300 million and we're gonna be weak. We're gonna be weak for the next 10 years.
Did you give up bread to build this team with him? Did you take less bread?
I took some less.
So you can't talk then. You can't talk.
No, but today the money's stupid.
We all took a little so that we could all.
So
the
max was $15 million a year.
But let me say this though.
That shit is gonna touch.
Let me say this though. I had some of the most magical nights and moments with the Celtic team. And I can think like, man.
We're not talking basketball, right?
And I'm not talking basketball.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I think I'm right here, right?
Yeah.
I had some magical moments. I was like, boy. So much I was like, boy, I should have did this 4-5 years before I did it. And he got with another motherfucker that made him.
Yeah.
I didn't think I can go, what? I can go here? Man, I got with P and I saw P take the court over and I wasn't tired. Man, let me get, oh man. And then we had Ray, then Rondo. I was like, man, what the fuck was I? I was just in a mode where
That feeling, man.
you can never get. I couldn't have gotten this anywhere else, man. Them niggas was bringing another side out of me on both sides of the ball. People lock that up, take it on you, and I go into a whole nother. I'm telling you, bro, playing with somebody else that's great makes you even greater.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I want to see him with somebody. I want to see him with Djokovic. And they want to pick and roll from top of the key. I want to see him with Anthony Davis or Cat or somebody. I want to see him with some other greats, with some other bigs that can make him. Like we seeing Dame Dolo. We seeing him what he look like. Imagine if he with somebody that's just as good as him or on the same level.
Well, let's try to get him to Denver, play with him.
So y'all off Murray already, huh? You off Murray?
Yeah. I mean, for Dame?
I'm just saying, but you off Murray, though.
I ain't off.
For Dame, I'm off.
Don't forget last time y'all seen Murray on the court, he was getting 50 after 50 after 50. Let's not, come on now.
I mean, it's a lot of guys I've seen in the bubble that I still don't see.
Ooh, he said I still don't see him.
You still don't see him.
Disappeared since
You
the
can't say
bubble.
Murray been hurt.
Murray nice.
Murray nice, dog.
Very nice.
I ain't say he's not nice.
Portland not letting Dame out of nothing. You might as well go ahead and point your grave out.
Yeah, Chauncey ain't letting him go.
Point your grave out, say where you going, I'm right here, boom.
But if your
Give me some
management,
ownership.
if you've seen how much he's bought into this and always said the right thing, and your management, and I come to you like, I want to go.
Yeah,
You're gonna move me, right?
That.
Okay.
They're gonna have to get in the draft.
So it's all he got to say it though.
It don't work like that. Assets don't work like that. If we can get something for you for this 60,
makes the most sense.
why you think
Denver
Westbrook
can get
didn't
him
move?
young. They rebuild
I really
with
think
Chauncey.
Westbrook didn't move because they didn't really get nothing, or they didn't see something that they can get back to get back in return for him. You know what I'm saying?
Dame need to go to Miami.
Who?
I was just telling him that.
You're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give
Kyle
up.
Lowry and all them.
He'll change the coach.
Bring Dame over there.
You're gonna have to
Dame,
give up.
Jimmy, and Bam.
You got to give up all your pieces.
But Hero ain't played well. He didn't finish up last year. You can get rid of Kyle, and you can add the other shooter in there if you want to. Matter of fact, we'll throw a fourth one in there for Dame if that's the case. You know what I mean? And you fuck a beach house too if you want that. Everything for Dame.
That package ain't good for Dame though. You got to give up.
That's why I said the beach house.
Murray,
and a feature on DJ Khaled.
Murray or somebody for that.
We'll give it all the way for Dame.
They want a Kyrie for Dame. They want a buck for buck. They
feature-
want a Kyrie for Dame.
A feature from DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one. God did.
Oh my God, that'll be sick.
Man, but I'm eager for Chauncey to get a chance with some real thoroughbreds up there.
You put Chauncey in Brooklyn.
Oh man, ooh, boy, you just.
Ooh. You gonna throw that out there?
I'm just saying.
Say it again.
We had Chauncey.
Say it louder. In Brooklyn? You trying to trade a coach now?
Trading coaches?
It's happened.
That's how we got Doc.
It's happened.
That's how we got Doc.
It's happened.
That's how Doc came to the Clippers. Doc got traded.
Oh, he did get traded to the Clippers.
Doc got traded.
That need to be a thing.
KD, you was thinking wrong.
That need to be a
Thinking
thing.
get in.
They need to put that in the collective bargaining agreement. That need to be in the collective bargaining agreement. You can trade a coach.
If you're Portland, would you trade Chauncey for Nash?
All day. All day.
If you're Portland?
If you're Portland.
If you're Portland,
No.
I'm like, P, you hear this?
It had to register for a second.
P, check your ear, P.
That shit had to, he said,
not
from Portland?
Brooklyn.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
Oh, God. From Brooklyn, for sure.
Listen, man.
That'll be a move.
That need to be a thing. They need to be able to trade coaches.
Ooh, that's a good narrative.
Oh,
Phoenix. Phoenix. Obviously, you know, fuck Robert Sarver. What are they gonna do? I mean, this team, I think when CP, I got a chance to play with CP, and I think he gets a bad rap sometime, but he brought that team to a new level, on and off the court. But, you know, age is a motherfucker. It don't run from nobody, you know? So CP, I think, is gonna be 37 this season. You see what he's been able to do, but, you know, knock on wood, he stays healthy. What do you guys see happening in Phoenix? I love how Booker's taking this game to another level. They re-signed Big Fella. What y'all see going on over there?
It's time for them to put this together. This nucleus been together long enough to where they need to start drawing it in. I just read
their third
Crowder.
year? Crowder wants out.
Crowder wants out, you know.
They got a lot of young talent, though. They got Bridges, they got a lot of young, they got Cam Johnson.
But I'm saying, that nucleus, they need to draw that in. When you gotta loke up and be like, okay, look, it's just us against the world.
Third year, right?
Yeah.
They're coming in year 3
And
together?
I actually liked JaVale with them. I actually liked
great.
when he was with them. I thought he gave the center position
Energy,
depth. He gave it energy.
athleticism.
I thought them playing 3 bigs was, I ain't never seen a rotation like that. They had 3 centers playing at one point, right?
Is JaVale still there?
No, he went to Dallas.
He finna start in Dallas, too, J.K. said.
I think that window closed.
Huh?
I think the window closed on them.
Somebody got to evolve there. Like, somebody got to evolve, because Chris
Taking that
Paul,
step.
at this point, Chris Paul game is what it's going to be.
Facts.
And teams are starting to sit on that right hand and push him left, so that's really taken away from him now. Either Booker is going to go into a 35, 32-point player, or they're going to continue to go down, bro, because Chris Paul's not going to...
Can Aiden make a jump? Can he make a jump, in your opinion?
He can, but I don't see it. Like, we haven't seen any signs. Like, normally you'll see a sign or two. Well, a 40-point game and 28 rebounds, you'll see a sign. He hasn't shown us no signs of him being that dominant.
Who they
so
second
if
best
Booker
player?
can't go to 35 points, you know what I'm saying? They're going to continue to go down.
Who they second best player?
Bridges. No. They second best player?
CP is their second best player.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
I mean,
They're not winning the championship with CP.
You wouldn't take the big fellas as their second best
He
player
needs to
after
be your
Booker?
third or fourth
Where
best
has he
player.
shown you he's been second best?
I think Aiden has taken another level because of CP. Because of CP and the way CP's been able to put him in position. I'm not saying, to me, because I got a chance to play with Chris and seen him, he's always made the big man a star. To me, Aiden is probably the most talented big CP has had. So he's put a batter in his back and got him better. But I agree. I would have to say CP is their second best player.
If somebody got involved, it has to be him, to the point where we dropping it down to you.
Right.
Instead of going to Booker every play, we finna start dropping it down to the big fella.
Because you gotta give the wings a break, you know? I mean, real shit. I know, real shit. That's what you're paying big fella for, to get them inside presence. You get double teams. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Is it so much that their window's closed, Paul, or is it the West is that good too?
I think other teams got better.
Yeah, both.
I think Memphis is gonna be better.
Minnesota.
I mean, they got Minnesota got better.
Oh,
Dallas,
Minnesota got better.
Denver's
Dallas
healthy.
And Denver got better.
The Golden
So it's
State.
like-
Clippers are
Clippers
healthy.
is coming back.
It's gonna be crazy.
I think the opportunity was the last 2 years. I think now that these other teams is coming back,
I think they caught the league by surprise.
I'm with you on that, P.
know
I think it's
what I'm
over for
saying?
him. I
They
think
caught
it's
the league,
over.
but they caught the
I
league
think
by
that window,
surprise.
it was right there,
did,
dog.
yeah,
You know when that
yeah.
opportunity come, you gotta snatch it.
Right there.
They had it. Right
And they could have won
they
that
did.
championship too.
They thought they was
no
coming
question
back.
they could have
They
won
thought
that
they was
championship.
coming back. That's what it was. They thought they was gonna be able to double back and
Yeah.
get them circle.
And it don't work like that.
And you know what's crazy? Another thing, Chris Paul don't look like he can play back-to-back, so like them heavy minutes back-to-back. It looks like it really takes a toll on him now.
And he's such a floor general.
Yeah.
He's so instrumental to that team, whether he's scoring or not, just his presence is calming to that. Because that's a young-ass team. It's a real young team.
They're another
They can
team
win
that
a
I
lot
got
of games,
depth
but-
issues with. Because when he goes out the game flows different. They try to take it through Booker, and I just didn't think that he was ready to take it over. It's like Jack said, one of them guys got to take one of them monster steps.
Way up.
Like DeMar did last year.
Yeah, so let me ask you.
Like DeMar was in goddamn MVP talk for a minute, you understand?
So if Phoenix is supposed to be so good, they got the Robert Sarver thing hanging over their head. Why is Jay Crowder unhappy? Why is DeAndre Ayton so unhappy there? They won 60-plus games.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Is it a money thing with Crowder?
But you also got to think they got that Mikal Bridges, who's first team all defense, and Cam Johnson, who are really high on. You know what I mean? So maybe his minutes are just, the window's closing on his minutes.
Yeah, he won another contract.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go back to Miami. I think I seen that. He threw that out there.
And they ain't the team to use this Sarver shit as momentum to have a great year and to defy the odds. They ain't the team for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of light-skinned motherfuckers who's happy to be in the league. You know what I'm saying? Who've been playing with the same dudes their whole career. I'm just keeping it funky. That's the type of team they got. It wasn't the Clippers. I had a whole bunch of dogs that was looking to, you know what I'm saying, to
looking
make this.
for a reason.
What's his name?
Sterling.
Sterling looked like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But that team is not built like that. And like you said, we don't see nobody that's going to raise it to the next level for them to be a championship contender.
I want to see what Booker's going to do.
That's a great point, y'all. I didn't even look here like that. Damn, it's done?
They over with.
I think that window closed. They're going to be fun.
I think this will be their last year. If there is a glimmer of hope, this is last year, and Devin Booker is the guy that takes that jump to 32, 34 a game.
What do you do? After this shit, they don't do nothing. You breaking pieces up now?
CP
coming
on? You don't have to break nothing.
Nah, he still got 2 years, don't he?
They got to pay boys.
I'm just saying, how long do you stay with that? If it don't work this year, what you stay with the same?
They young. CP gonna eventually retire in a couple of years.
Yeah.
You still got Booker in his 20s, Ayton 20s, Bridges. They young. They gotta just bring them more pieces.
All young.
They cool.
CP
But
is a big part of
But they ain't doing
CP is
that.
a huge part of their structure, though, bro.
No, that's true.
The cover
That's true.
of 2K, right? I seen the other day, she'll joint with him and CP. CP is off camera. You hear him say, yo, take the 2. Nah, I want the 3. And he faded a cold-ass 3 on his ass. The script there is set for him to take it. He just hasn't taken it yet. That's how I feel. I feel like he's learning how to lead. He's learning from CP every day.
He speaks on that, too, how instrumental CP is on this part of his game.
But leading to the point where we talking about to get them to the championship team, it's more than scoring. And that's really what he gives the team, scoring. I don't think he's that vocal.
No, but
I don't think he's not gonna go on the other end and stop somebody.
Well, he jumped, but one thing I know, because we was talking about this shit a lot at ESPN, was when CP was out, his assist numbers were like
crazy.
9 a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he is learning that all around game. So like I said, I agree. The only logical person to think is the motherfucker on the cover of that new game.
No, but Ayton, I'm telling you, I think he has the potential too, though.
He's a 20, 10, and 5 guy if you want to be.
He can be. It's just like Jack. It's just like Jack said, man. Consistency is the biggest thing with him. When I throw a question mark around him, I don't doubt his ability. I seen during the finals where he's playing Giannis, man, he looked like goddamn David Robinson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was hitting 15-footers, threes,
giving him work,
banging your ass, and then next game it was like. Elevated music, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing. So I want to see what this new contract does for him, and I want to see if he's motivated to take the next step. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, man. Let's talk, since we are talking about that, let's get on the Lakers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bron and AD played 49 games together in the last 2 years. 49, that's it.
That's the key.
And I see Instagram has forced AD to start working out. Because everybody started talking about, AD, where you working at, KG? You one of them, and everybody's like, where you working at? Next thing you know, he all on IG getting to it. Say, bro, you ain't got the food. Yeah, you can't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. We know what time it is. Because if you're working, it's going to show during the season, right? You ain't got to fool us. But, KG, I'm going to start with you. What you think about the Lakers coming into the season with everything that's been going on in L.A.?
Everything going on in L.A., first off, I like Patrick Beverley coming into this whole mix. I like that one perspective I feel like being in the locker room, we all know how important the locker room is. I think a guy like Patrick Beverley could be good for a guy like AD. You know, they Chi-Town, they speak the same language. You sometimes need a guy like Pat Bev to come say some shit to you. P used to be a great motivator for me. P used to come say some crazy shit and he knew how to get me going. So I look for that dynamic to help everybody on that team. I actually like the Lakers. I was sitting here thinking today, imagine if someone told everybody here that you got Russell Westbrook on the team, you got LeBron James, and then you got AD. Most people would probably pick that team to win whatever they was talking about, right? We ain't talking about none of the supporting cast. I'm just talking about them 3 players right there. you should be able to not only make some noise, but you should be able to have certain realistic goals for that team.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And AD being MVP of this league this year is very much possible. And what kind of statement do you take, what kind of statement do you make by coming out? I ain't gonna sit up here and say you come out and you say it, but your play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You showing all these videos to what? Get me excited for what? For what you about to do? So I want to see AD go for the MVP of this league. I want him to literally take the keys from Bron and put LA on his back and make it one of them must-see LA joints like we know LA to be.
Like
because the Clippers are coming, bro.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
Listen, if AD is not talking about being the best big in the league and averaging 30 and 30 plus and 28, if he ain't talking about this, I don't see the Lakers being a big deal. I'm just being 100. You want Bron to come out and score what? 30 again in his fucking 20th year?
That's gonna be the highlight of their season. It's Bron breaking the record.
Come on, man.
That's all you got for them?
We weighing it out, man. We weighing it out.
That's all you got for him?
I just don't see AD showing up in practice like, look, bro, everybody get on my back this year. I got it. Fuck what they talk about in the media, fuck all that shit. Let's get on my back, I got it. He's not coming in there and saying that. And if he don't have the attitude, they not gonna make the playoffs. With the way the West look now?
Right.
The way the West look
I'm with
now?
Zach on this. I don't even think the Lakers gonna be a top 8 seed. They're gonna maybe make play-in and possibly play their way in. But I don't, like he said, I don't think AD got that. You want everybody to have your mentality.
No, Lord, it ain't my mentality.
AD,
Lord, he in the league. He's considered one of the best bigs in the league.
Yeah.
When he play against goddamn Djokovic or fucking Embiid or Cat, he ain't pussying out. He ain't letting that shit just slide like, oh, this is just another matchup. I can't think that a nigga getting paid real bread and I'm supposed to be it.
Look, I used to think that when I saw him this year versus Giannis took the matchup personally.
Let me give you a hypothetical, though. If AD comes out and is this person he thinks that he can be, and I think he can, if he wants to be, he can be that guy.
Shut the front door.
Okay, and then to me, what's the next step? To me, what the next step is I love even the evolution in Bron's game at this point of his career. I think last year Bron showed that, because to me, he never bullied his game anywhere.
Man, they scared of Bron.
But he grabbed that post spot, he grabbed the pinch post spot, and then he also was a screen and a fucking roller. Bron showed that
his threes got better too.
He showed that he can get it wherever he wants. So to me, I'm thinking if AD is AD, I think it's gonna take LeBron figuring out how to work with Russ. You gotta get Russ going. You can't hide Russ in the corner. Russ has never been a corner player, so if Bron can take a step back and let Russ rock for 2.5, 3 quarters, by the time that Bron takes the ball over in the middle of the third or the fourth quarter, Russ is already in rhythm. He's not cold in the corner expecting to hit corner threes. He's crashing the glass. He's running the pick and roll. He's playing his ass off on defense. So to me, I think if AD is the AD we know he can be, I think it's going to take a little bit of LeBron stepping back and letting Russ be Russ, and then LeBron can get his shit from, like I just pointed, LeBron can get his shit from anywhere. Russ is a certain way, and Russ has to get his shit a certain way. So I think a dynamic between Russ hearing all this shit all year, Bron understanding where he's at in his life, although he's still superhuman, like you said, the most incredible athlete we've ever seen in our generation, and then AD being an MVP candidate. How can you not look at that team as a playoff contender?
All right, listen to this. Let's hypothetically speak.
Because that was just a hypothetical.
And Russ gonna have a better year, too.
I agree.
Let's speak in real time.
No, we speak in real time. Russ gonna have a better year this year.
Hypothetically speaking, let's just say AD is AD.
Okay.
How many games you think out of the 82 is he gonna play?
Give me 65. Give me 65 at least. Give me 65.
No, he said if AD's AD.
Give me 65.
If he's 80 for 65 games.
Stop being an asshole.
No, you said if AD's AD, how many games you getting out of him?
Hold on, what does that mean, though? What does that mean, though?
This is what he said.
Hold on, what does AD mean,
Like
though?
How many games does he normally make a season without going down?
How many you need for him? 65.
Give me 65.
Right? All right. How many games you gonna push LeBron to play this
60.
year? 60. So 65 and 60, that's enough to get them in the playoffs?
You don't think so?
So how many wins they gonna get?
Damn, hell no.
50?
That roster ain't what you think it is either.
It ain't that there.
LeBron give you 60 games.
No, LeBron gonna have to get more than 60 games.
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron gonna win this record.
80 for 65 games.
I think LeBron gonna win this record and take his foot off the gas.
That's gonna be the highlight of their season. Bron breaking the record.
He's gonna need it.
Unless Anthony Garnett walk in there. If Anthony Garnett don't walk in there, the highlight of the season is gonna be Bron breaking the record.
I fucking hate you.
I'm telling you.
Boom.
I'm looking for Anthony Davis to do some big things this year, straight up. I want
to believe that AD is going to be healthy and these dudes finally get time on the court together.
I want Russ to have tougher skin and block everything out and just go back to averaging triple-doubles. And fuck it, you shoot that bitch off the glass, so what? Go get it and lay it back up. Yeah,
That's how you shut people up, though. You shut people up by playing and by your play.
Right.
And that's how you back up. That's how you back up all this.
Got the ball in his hand. I mean, Bron got to have the ball in his hands, dog. Ain't nothing changing.
He's the most feared player in basketball. It don't matter where he at.
You ain't giving the ball to Russ and telling Bron to go over here.
But you could tell Bron to be the screener. You could tell Bron to be on the backside of when the ball moves from side to side and then go.
Darvin Ham, how y'all think he's gonna do?
I think he's gonna be great.
That's a tough seat.
I think he's gonna be great for the simple fact that, like we talked about when we had him on the show, man, they're gonna respect him, and whether you like it or not, Bron, AD, all y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Whether you like it or not.
Because you can't whoop him.
I didn't got shot in the head, so all that shit you think you can do to me, I ain't trying to hear it.
I just saw the D-Ham
It's gonna be about the team.
What new additions are y'all looking forward to the most to a team? Like, for example, Brogdon to the Celtics, Gobert, Minnesota.
Nope.
I like that one.
Wall to the Clippers.
I just don't like Rudy.
My boy from San Antonio, who in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Dejounte
Murray.
Can I throw this out here while we talking about this? Did the Murray kid take an attitude change? I seen his summer league been super fiery.
Well,
he been on some like.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
He came out of the box with San Antonio because they keep you in. Being San Antonio boy, you gotta check all the list, right?
He knows.
As soon as you come out of there,
you
fresh out of jail.
That's what it feels like.
Like DeMar,
because he won't
DeMar DeRozan, huh?
As soon as you get out of there.
I see he won't smoke. He just looks different. His energy looks different.
Because they hold your game back. Perfect example. And I'm gonna keep it funky. You got some players in the Hall of Fame that was on teams and they need to be in systems. They couldn't take another team if they was by themselves to the playoffs, right? I wasn't that guy. That's why I couldn't stay in San Antonio. I knew I could be better elsewhere. They put you in positions, and it's only a certain 1 or 2 players that they're gonna allow to be that. You know what I'm saying? And in my case, it was Tony, Manu, and Tim. Tim don't even count. But Manu and Tony, some days, I was way nicer to them a lot of nights, right? But in situations like that, we talk about DeRozan and Dejounte.
Yep.
They've been held back. So once you realize that it's other teams that want you and you see the game is coming easy to you. When you get Kawhi too. When you get out of there, you understand that that's not basketball for me, right? They holding me back. They're actually making you play in the system because a lot of the guys that stars in that system won't be stars elsewhere. You see what I'm saying? So for Dejounte, he got a new life this summer. Knowing he going somewhere else, and he even got into it with the young boy, because he got a young boy coming up from his hometown. And I think that was more of, you just come in the league, but you got a young boy right on your ass. That's #1 pick. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of challenged them, but at the end of the summer, like you said, they squashed it. Yep. And, but he is excited about coming to Atlanta and being able to be himself. And a lot of players that come out of San Antonio feel that way.
I'm looking forward to Wiseman. I want to see Wiseman and what he looks like with the champs.
Adding him with
the champs are already the champs. They the champs already. They won this without him. I want to see what he brings to this group. This is a special group that we're watching in Oakland. I hope that we all sit back and have popcorn and think about like what we're actually seeing, some of the best shooting in league history. Yeah. With 2 of these motherfuckers shooting the ball like we've never seen it. Draymond Green is probably the gas of. Listen, to me, everybody talks about the lack of what he doesn't do. I'm talking about the things he do. He the nigga on that team. Let's keep it 100.
He the nigga for the organization, the whole organization.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Steph Curry might, point and do all this other shit, but dude is the gas. I'm looking forward to seeing how young fella, because let's be honest, they're getting older. They got miles on them. They won. But now they got to start implementing the pools and some of these younger pieces. Yeah. I love that Wiggins is around this so he can get some of this greatness right. If they can interject Poole, Wiseman, and Wiggins, you almost set up the recipe to be able to pass this on to them.
What's his name, Kuminga?
Listen,
Kuminga gonna be a problem.
I don't ever want to disrespect anybody else because I love their team.
Yeah.
They're one of the rare teams that got a great combination of oldness,
now and next,
middleness, and youthfulness.
Yeah.
Being one of the greatest power forwards of all time in yourself, what can you see for Wiseman?
So I'm just being 100. If you're a big and you in that system, guess what you got to follow? You got to follow how Bogut did it. Yeah. Bogut was the supreme He is the epitome of how, I bet you when they brought JaVale in, they had to show him bogus footage. Hey, we need you to block shots, and we need you to rebound and catch this lob every third play.
Yep.
When they come down the middle, Draymond ain't even trying to lay it up or dunk the ball. When he get in the middle, he break, it's a lot. That's a play, man. That's how Bogut was eating. That's why Bogut would come beat your shit up or get dunked on or challenge the rim. They showed that same shit. JaVale McGee is a two-time, not one-time, two-time champion in that fucking system. So I'm looking for Wiseman. He's probably a better scorer, or I would assume that he's a better scorer, right?
He way more athletic than Looney, too.
Man, but he only got Looney balls.
Looney
and Looney heart.
Looney
gonna fall 8 times, grab a rebound, guard AD, guard fucking Djokovic, guard fucking Embiid.
And he playing 82.
He don't give a fuck.
And he playing
82. He gonna be out there,
82.
Rudy about 25 years old, look like he's 72 years old out there, motherfucker.
And he playing 82.
Listen, my man Bo love fucking the Golden State Warriors. And Mooney is his best motherfucking friend, dog. I swear to God. But I started watching him, and he do all the little small stuff. You already got Draymond, who trying to guard every motherfucker. He calling out. He acts like, Draymond really reminds me of Rondo, the way he controls the game. You ever notice how Rondo come out tell you da-da-da? Draymond come out, he telling niggas to go through, and you see in his head, right?
The quarterback.
I just want to see that young generation get downloaded with some of this greatness and then see them take it over. That's really, I want to see Wiseman come in and be a better Bogut or a better JaVale.
They the favorite?
That'll be dope.
Hell yeah, they the champs.
Come on, P.
You got to beat the champs, Lord.
on,
What you mean?
I mean, I think they the favorite.
Healthy too?
yeah.
I think they're gonna be better. Let me ask y'all this. Hold on, just because I know this is a lot of talk in the barbershop. If Curry win another chip
Where you put him?
and get Finals MVP,
Where you put him? Is he top 10 right now?
Hell
Gotta
yeah.
be, right? Okay. As long
Listen,
as we on that page.
listen, I heard Wilt Chamberlain say this to Michael
I don't
Jordan.
got him top 10 right now.
You don't have him top 10?
Not right now, not right now.
Tripping.
I got him
The
top 10.
man
No, I
changed the
got him top
game
10.
and where you shoot the ball from.
who you got at
That's
the Magic?
first.
What point-
Secondly,
No.
he does it on a consistent basis.
That's the
Every
Magic.
guard that's under fucking, 6 foot think that
I mean, I
Steph Curry
still pay
is shooting
respect
the
to the
ball.
older players of their generation, though.
Huh?
I still respect the older players.
But
of
Besides
talking
Magic,
about
what
the
other point
changing
guard
of
you
the
putting
game.
in the top 10?
I'm talking about changing of the game.
No, top 10 all
talking about
time.
changing
All
of the
time.
game.
All time.
I'm not talking about,
Like-
it's only one top 10.
No, I mean, everybody got their opinion.
He's just
No, but
not
I
in your,
still
he's not in yours
but
yet.
I still respect the older guys in that era, like a Russell and a Wilt. You know, that's a lot of disrespect to them.
No, they
You
still
know,
in
but
the
they
top
can't
10.
help. They can't.
I got them two in the top 10. When you change the game, I heard when you change the game,
Don't
bro,
ask me about
the
that.
pickup point on that nigga is when he get past half.
He definitely changed the
That's
game.
what I'm trying to say, Lord. The pickup point, Lord, you not guarding them motherfuckers. Y'all both not guarding guards. If you really tired, what you do? Run back to half court, wait for him. You can't do that
Now,
with
remember,
him.
he used to wait under the three-point line when
Lord,
we
that's
first
what
came
I'm
in
trying
the
to
game.
tell you. His pickup point is right when he come across half. Lord, you got to zigzag him. You got to go to bed at night for that man, dog. This ain't no.
Man.
Lord, we gracious to be in the MJ era. We've been gracious to be in the Kobe era. Niggas, even Shaq. Shaq changed the game. Broke a rim, ripped the backboard. Man, come on, man. Man, this man has changed the game. He's made every guard think they got range. He got every guard thinking they got range.
There's only one guard that
ain't
changed the
got
game
nothing
bigger than
against
him,
all
and that's
that.
AI.
You ain't so?
I ain't got nothing against all of that. He is.
He's not top 10, he top 15.
Wait till he done. He still got a resume he writing.
Is he top 15 now?
I don't know where he at
Shut
right
the front
now.
door,
I don't
P.
know where he at.
Lord, I
don't know where he at.
Lord, you,
But I
Lord, you just said about disrespecting Wilt. You disrespecting Steph.
I don't know
Lord, he
where.
at
I'm not
four.
gonna write. I'm not gonna put him in no place until his book is done.
Man, we got
Until
Bron. We got
I don't
Bron in
even-
top 10. He got 4.
Well, a new addition I'm looking forward to, I want to say Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh.
I think he's huge, and I think even more now, considering the circumstances, his leadership, his mindset, the way he carries himself is going to be that much more important for the Celtics. I was fucking around last year on ESPN and said, man, if the Celtics got Malcolm Brogdon, that's a championship team. And they fucked around and got Malcolm Brogdon. So we don't really know who the leader is, but I'm really looking forward to him on that team because to me, he plays defense. He makes the right play on offense. He's tough. He knocks shots down, and he's a leader. So that's what I'm looking for.
I'm going with J-Dub, John Wall.
I like that.
I think
He got a lot to prove.
He got a lot to prove, but so does the team. So it ain't just like he coming in, he got a lot to prove. The whole team, Kawhi, Paul George, their whole organization got a lot to prove because they expect to be there at the end of the season, fighting for a championship. So I'm going with John Wall.
Good call.
I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert, Minnesota, because look, I think Minnesota was really better than Memphis last year. They was up.
Who did you say?
Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
That's how you say it?
I just wanted to hear that again because I ain't used to hearing his name in this conversation.
I think when you watch the Minnesota versus Memphis series, Minnesota should have won that series. They was up like 15.
So they lost because of shot blocking?
No, they lost because their defense.
Well, that's all he gonna do.
That's
what they need.
And that's why I like him.
That's what he gonna provide. They got walked down in the fourth quarter every game.
Yep.
He can shore up their defense, and so I think, you know, they gonna make some noise, Minnesota. And if Anthony Edwards take the next step, he become an all-star.
I think it's gonna be a humbling year for him, especially after everything he went through.
I think Minnesota gonna shock some teams.
You think it's gonna be a humbling?
Yeah, because he went through something in some way. He got fined for just running off at the mouth. I think this year he's gonna be more humble. He's gonna come in and just play basketball because that boy's a star.
I don't think he gives a fuck. I think he's a wild card. I think this new generation is not fazed by nothing, especially because the fine wasn't big. You know what I mean?
He ain't gonna fuck up the money, though. He ain't gonna fuck up the money.
The fine wasn't big. I think, like, to me, he's different. I watch all his shit. Like, I love the way he looks at life.
A lot of personality.
Yeah, like, fuck what you don't think. Fuck with me. I'm him. And he thinks that. And I love that about them. And I love, we talked about this off camera, Cat's confidence. Cat is like, fuck this. I'm not where? My rating's what? Yep. I'm the best shooter, big. Like, I like that kind of shit.
I think watch out
for them. So I think, like you said,
all
Gobert has, in Utah, they needed him to score, and that wasn't his game. All they need him to do is shore that middle up and motherfucking
and catch
lobs and offensive
rebound. That's it, yeah.
They need him to be the third or fourth best player.
How much he's getting paid, that's not
where
he
was the second best player in Utah, so that's a perfect role for him.
I like the Russell kid, too, at the guard. I like him. D'Angelo.
But he gotta act like he want to play. He gotta act like he want to play basketball.
He gotta be more consistent. You know what? What'd you say?
I wanted Minnesota to get Brogdon. Bad.
Yeah. I didn't think they can move D'Lo though. I think early on when the summer started, I heard they was trying to move and then they didn't. And I actually wonder, a lot of these teams when they went out and tried to do these certain transactions didn't go. I wonder what's that like getting that player back? You know, you not put them all in the media, said you was trying to deal him and then you don't deal him.
I know with the Lakers, not to cut you off, when we were supposed to get CP3 and Powell was supposed to leave and Lamar was supposed to leave, when that shit didn't happen, they were both fucked up. Like, I didn't see the same LO ever again.
Did you sign with Boston or you got traded?
I got a sign and trade.
Okay, so it's still a trade.
Yep.
You and Shaq got traded. Anybody that's mad about getting traded, go in your room and slap yourself. Nobody cares about that. Okay? It happens. It's a part of the game. Fuck you and fuck everybody else who's mad. KG got traded, Shaq got traded. If you're getting traded, consider it a compliment. It happens.
It's business though, you know?
Right.
You in the NBA still?
Yeah, no doubt.
They get real and they get
It's different though because
you invested, bro.
This is not a disrespect, but this generation of young players, super skilled, super talented, but everything's been handed to them.
Yeah.
So they don't have as much adversity as you know what I mean? So it's just like, you wonder how, like, we've never talked about mental when we played.
Nope.
That motherfucker's crazy. That's all you got is close to mental. Now and I'm not mad at it, because you have to adjust, but the mental is a big thing with a lot of these young players.
How many months? Man, if that's the case, then shit, I had a whole team full of motherfuckers with mental issues.
I said that, KG.
And you know what's crazy? Some niggas drunk, some niggas had different vices, but man, everybody competed.
That's
how you got out of it.
Period.
I never heard a motherfucker beside me, use that or lean on it. And yeah, man, it's just a different. Man. I wonder why.
Listen, dog, when you come out the hood, you all got mental issues.
Yeah, I'm not saying, if you come out the hood like you just said, and you don't have mental issues,
homies,
you can't get $1 million and start having mental issues.
It's because the stuff you gonna see
don't work like that
in the hood is not normal.
Facts.
The trauma.
It's not normal as a kid. Like for me to lose friends in high school, I come to school like, what's his name at?
Right.
Oh, he got shot yesterday.
Right.
Then I just went to the movies with him last week.
That's real.
Like that's, come on, like.
Whole another perspective.
We all dealt with a lot of stuff like that's not normal. That's not normal.
Supposed to be your outlet.
But if you can deal with that and make it to the NBA, you can't wait until you get the money to be like, oh, this shit is really killing me. I got mental health issues. Nah. You being more, the money made you be more of what you really already was.
Facts.
Don't try to blame it on the money and make it seem like the money making you have stress out or giving you more problems.
Absolutely.
No, it's magnifying who you really are.
Right.
And I hate when they try to lean on that mental health when it's people that's really dealing with that shit, people that we know in the neighborhoods that we grow up in that's really dealing with trauma like that. And I hate when people try to use it all of a sudden to get out of situations because you made a mistake instead of just saying, my bad, I fucked up.
Facts. Seeing a bunch of it. I'm gonna stay on this AD shit because I see so much potential in him. I'm just gonna keep riding that, right?
New addition, though. The new addition.
No, I got it. But he said also, who am I excited about? I'm excited about AD entering this year. I want him to do well, Lord. I want him to kill this motherfucker.
Showtime.
I want him to be goddamn, because he has another level of beast in him. I
want that for Russ, too.
I can rip, right. Real shit. I want a great year for him, too. Secondly, I'm eager to see Zion and see how he looks. I'm excited to see him. And John Wall, man. I'm a huge John Wall. I love how John Wall competes, man. Fucking beast. He's just a dog, man. And I just love how he and T. Lue should actually understand each other. Because T. Lue was like a pit when he played. And when I watch John Wall play and how he competes against other guards, he competes with that same energy.
It's personal with him.
Those three, I'm looking forward to them having great years.
I love the John Wall role because, I had a chance to play with John. And I know John. So
that's right.
I like the role he in, though, too. Because you understand.
You don't have to be that guy every night.
John in Washington was the first 1A, 1B with Bradley Beal. He coming to a team where there ain't no pressure on him to go out there and average 20 and 10.
He got to.
He give you a solid 12, 13. That's huge for them. And consistent.
I think like a 16 and 8 dude.
I got a 15 and 10.
And then he gonna have his nights when he go off for like 25 and 10. But they don't need it every night, that type of night. So I love him in this role with the Clippers.
I like his role, and I like for the Clippers. Obviously playing on that team, a historical doormat of the league, and we brought some life with Lob City, but we couldn't get out of our way. Now PG and Kawhi are supposed to take that to the next level. I think this is going to be the year that these dudes, not barbecue or mildew, but they're gonna definitely be in the conversation in the mix this year. To me, if they can stay healthy.
What about you, Jack? Who you looking forward to?
Like I said, I'm John Wall. I'm sticking with that. I agree with you on that. We know what the Clippers can be, and adding another All-Star, like somebody that got something to prove, it's gonna be must-see TV.
I've been wanting to ask a panel of real ones this question: how come in Summer League we don't see second, 2-year, and even 3-year players playing in Summer League?
Because they courtside with jewelry on.
For what?
Chilling. You are goddamn right, man.
I played my first 3 years.
Well, I don't understand how I'm watching Summer League in the summertime, and I'm seeing cats who either was rookies, first year, or got first year out of the way, 2-year players, 3 years. Not even in Summer League, sitting here, just down here for the workouts, bro.
Listen, I just want to see the first-year players play. Like, this seems like the top picks play one game, and that's it.
That's it, bro. Like, I've never
It's
seen
different.
this. I'm just saying.
Is it them, or is it the organizations wanting to wait and not take a chance? Because now we didn't talk about being injured when we played. Sometimes it happened. It's a part of the game. Now, you see Chet in a fuck-around game in Seattle, out for the whole season.
Man, he hooping,
Man,
though.
how many times they came in the locker room, your fucking finger dislocated, told Matt, you can't play. Nah, I'm going anyway.
Just gonna smoke that, yeah,
Okay, so coach, they can't hold you back if you really want it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I seen P on the IV come out, play like he half dead. You know what I'm saying?
They took him out on a wheelchair like his leg was broke. We came back and went crazy.
I'm dead ass. He was in Cleveland. Lord put the IV and played with the IV. That's what I'm saying.
Right, speak on it, right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I was done.
Like at one point, do we keep the deal?
That's a good question.
I'm dead ass though.
No, that's a real good
I
question.
watch Summer League to see young players get better.
Yeah.
And if you're year 1 to year 5, then you still got some improvement to get. I get it. You're nice. You're dope. Your highlight reel is all that, but you still gotta work. Dog, motherfuckers think they better in their first 2-3 years, and no, I ain't riding with that shit, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, KG, I get more out of watching some of these young kids, like this little kid, Showtime Trey, on Instagram, the high school kid. Like, this kid is doing some amazing stuff every time you see him play, and he's continuing to get better. He played with the kid Mikey. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy seeing these kids develop than these NBA players that get in the league 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Then, like you said, you don't see them working out. Then you don't never see them out the league in 4 years.
Guess who they following, though? That's what I'm trying to tell you. They like that. And then they get under these other influences, and then they fall into this right here. That's what I'm saying, bro. Some of this shit is part you, and then some of this shit, because just like you said, a coach can't tell you to sit down if you want to sit down.
You really want to play.
If I want to play, man, and I'm passionate about it, ain't nobody getting in your way.
Right.
And then, too, to make it like, let's put it on the perspective of this your job. Or let's put it on the perspective of you getting better. How are you getting better? On the one-on-one workout? I'm just asking. I'm trying to download here. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
Great question.
you got to get that bump.
Been dead ass, man, because the bump, man, the playing over here at this gym, playing over here. Like, that's what made you better, man.
Yeah.
The bump.
That's what it does. You got to play.
I'm just watching Summer League just morph into something different.
Dog.
More, you know what Summer League's becoming? Summer League's becoming who's going to be
who's who?
Who I'm invite to camp. Who's already spoken to go G League or another league. That's what Summer League's becoming. A bunch of wannabes that want to be in our league.
We're going to show up to the Summer League with the shortest shorts on.
Yeah.
We got a TV deal coming up in 225. I think the numbers came out. I think I think Turner and ESPN paid a total of $24 billion to the NBA this past year.
Right? Each?
Yeah.
Total.
And I think they've been playing with the numbers to be north of $75 billion. I mean,
Streaming.
I'm sitting up here just thinking about what streaming and all this is going to be. Content's going to be, I mean, whatever content is here today is going to be like damn near triple value in, 2-3 years. So streaming is going to be an element that none of us is going to talk about, but it's going to be a major player in how everything's divided and dividend. You know, the Laker and New York, all the territories that it's going to be fought for. And then everybody's pulling in their own to have their own streaming service, to have their own content. Everybody's got a reality show. Talk about the impact of this next TV deal.
It's going to be monumental. I mean, we think the contracts is out of control now. I mean, could you imagine? Because I think everything is always based around BRI, which is the basketball-related income, and that's what the TV deal is, and that's the reason salary caps go up. So if the salary cap is at a certain number now, when the TV money, when it's more, the TV money triple, that means salaries is going to double and triple. And so now you're going to see, it's going to be a player that's in elementary right now that's going to be $1 billion player coming up. Could you imagine that? Like you sign for $1 billion?
Probably one of our
$1 billion,
sons.
like, and say like total. Like maybe not in one contract.
One of my nephews. One of our
like
nephews.
in 2 contracts.
Yeah, you're right. Well, like you said, I mean, if all money in right now is $24 billion and they're talking about this being north of 75, ticket thing, it might be $100 billion.
It's going to be $100 billion.
Somebody going to make it 50 a
Contracts
year.
are already $50 million a year for the top guys.
Yeah.
So
Dane, what, 62? He's top earning in the league? Or is it?
That's paid yearly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? And what I learned from lockouts is that everything that they forecast to be in 5 to 10 years, they've already got a scale for it. I've already mastered on how to take bread out of the franchises now. They mastered that whole thing. Now it's about the growth of the league. And with the growth of the league, you got to talk expansion. We've been talking Vegas and we're talking Seattle to be next. Now, I say this with all balance and relevance to, so you take 2 West Coast teams? You gotta.
No, I think you take 2 and move one West Coast team out of the West.
So New Orleans and Milwaukee, well, hold on. Minnesota goes east.
Minnesota could go east. Could Memphis go east?
Right,
Yeah,
Memphis is really east.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, to me, that's an easy play. But what I would like to talk about, which is the bigger picture, is will Bron be and I'm hearing that Bron is the shoe-in for the Vegas team. Like that LeBron is going to be...
He's the leader of the ownership group going to Vegas.
He's going to be an owner of the Las Vegas team. And you see with the Raiders now, and obviously the NFL has moved there, hockey is there. You put NBA in Las Vegas.
WNBA is there. Shout out to the Aces, right?
Shout out to Asia.
Asia Wilson.
Asia.
Chelsea Gray.
Right, they got it done. Right, shout out to the girls, man.
So, I mean, obviously, this is big picture. We love to see, you know, how much talent Seattle turns out. And I used to love going to Seattle. I don't know what I caught maybe 2 or 3 years. Seattle had women, food, views, vibes.
Catfish corner.
Weed.
All that shit.
Pacific Northwest, so, you know,
rock and roll.
Spots.
What?
Great rock and roll. Seattle, dog. And if y'all love Seattle, y'all should have been around from Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, we missed that.
Vancouver was a bar.
I played there.
Vancouver was a bar.
I went to training camp.
I think he might have had it.
I went to training camp in Vancouver.
For everybody who's never been to fucking British Columbia, man, you should do that once in your life.
Awesome.
It's a great trip.
Awesome.
Straight up and down. But I look forward to the NBA going back to Seattle. I don't know. Everybody, listen, basketball still lives there. You know, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for like, I don't know how long it's been, but for a minute, Seattle had the most guys in the league. Did y'all know that?
They got a lot of talent out there.
They had the most guys in the league from Seattle.
Yeah. I think it would be beautiful for the game. You know, I mean, MJ was able to do it. You know, who knows what Kobe would have did if he would have stuck around. But Bron being able to transition from, you know, whenever he starts playing, whether it's 49 or, you know, 40, 42, 43, for him to transition into an ownership role, I think that's a beautiful, I mean, that's what we need. We need to see shit like that.
I mean, the narrative of him playing with his sons.
He's talking about playing with both sons.
Listen, he ain't even talking about one no more. He's talking about playing with both sons. You know what I'm saying?
If anybody can do it, he can.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And then you know what's crazy?
25 years.
He's put so much investment into the league that he can actually make this. He can make this. He can make this jump right here. He can do. He's probably the only kid. He's probably the only person in our history, other than Mike, and then you need Mike's kids to be, you know, on the level of being able to make the league. He's not even gonna have one special kid, but he's damn near gonna probably have two sons. And Lord, come on, man. This shit just keeps getting better and better.
Exciting year, a lot of different narratives, a lot of people coming back, a lot of movement. Who are your top 4 teams in each conference? I'll start with you, Paul.
Contenders, I'm gonna say, who really have a legit chance to win the championship in the East. Milwaukee, Boston, Miami, and Philly.
Who you laughing
legit chance. Top 4.
Okay.
Top 4. You know Jack on Brooklyn. Yeah. You know he on Brooklyn. That's what he laughing
OG
at.
burnt, man.
Who you saying?
OG burnt,
I said Milwaukee, Boston, Philly, and Miami. That's in the East.
Who's your
In the West, Memphis, of course, Golden State. They get tough in the West because everybody like, I think, Clippers.
Thank you.
And
this is the wild card spot right here.
The 4, huh?
Yeah, who's that 4th team?
Dallas.
Luka.
I'm
not mad at that. Jack, who's your 4th?
West?
4 in the West.
Golden State, Clippers, Dallas, and I'm gonna go Lakers.
No Clippers?
I said Clippers.
You got Clippers? All right. Lakers. Oh, I'm laughing at that
East?
now.
Let's hit the East.
East?
Said
You want
the
me to
Lakers.
He said, let me laugh at that.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
You did not have Brooklyn in there, dog. Hey, I'm not going against the King. The King gonna get him in the playoffs.
Facts.
He gonna break this record. They contender as long as the King out there.
Hey, listen, I think like that with Djokovic.
Yeah, as long as the King out there, I got it. East, I'm gonna go with Brooklyn. Brooklyn again. Brooklyn. I would never disrespect the Greek freak. The best big man in the game, to my opinion, Embiid. And I'm gonna go Miami, Jimmy Butler.
So no Boston.
So no Boston for you.
I take Boston. I take Miami out. I go Boston. I take Miami out and put Boston in there.
East?
Who's your East?
My East is, surprisingly Milwaukee.
Of course.
I like Milwaukee. I like how Greek go at it. Philly. And yeah, I got,
Boston.
No, I actually want to put Cleveland ahead of Boston.
Damn.
Because you know why? Robert Williams being out, man, is a huge piece.
It's the same knee?
Man, he
Same knee?
Yeah, same knee.
Yeah,
no Robert Williams, no Udoka.
He saves so much with just lob work and rebounding and block shots that I don't see nobody actually filling that void. Like, the guard play is solid.
He was a perfect fit for that team.
The guard play is solid.
They should sign Dwight Howard.
Listen.
Our Boogie?
Man, or Cousins. I'll sign both of them motherfuckers. Shit. Man, them two not put the team on their back.
Nah, for real.
Like, I ain't say play them in some big, long stretches, but man.
Break it up.
Listen, and you know what? Them two, they gonna lay the wood on somebody too.
I'm telling you.
Them two old school, they'll put you on your ass, you come in there. I like that, because with Greek is really like demonstrative. He was coming in scaring motherfuckers. Like, people don't want to compete against that. He in here growling, walking motherfuckers down, looking at, you know what I'm saying?
So you said, who you say? You said Milwaukee.
I said Milwaukee, Philly. And I like Cleveland.
Cleveland.
No Brooklyn?
Who the 4th?
I got Brooklyn in there.
Okay, come on now.
As my 4th and 3rd. But I still want to, listen, I really feel like this. If Brooklyn gets off to a bad start, they fire Steve Nash. They're not going to wait around.
Nah, please do.
No, I'm just saying. And then I look at people like either an assistant or guys like Mark Jackson Or motherfuckers, that's another thing we didn't get to really go through. It's a bunch of dope-ass coaches in the cut, chilling.
Hold on, man. I'm about to defend Steve Nash. This is his first time. You remember we played for J. Kidd.
Don't do that. Hold up.
We played with J. Kidd,
out of all people, you're not about to do that.
No, I was just saying.
No.
How many times black coaches get sent to the shit teams? Ain't no black coach had a great team like that off the rip.
Fact.
And they kill them.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? You got an all-star. You got some of the best players.
Walt Jackson
first job.
He ain't get
Walt Jackson built that shit.
So we're not gonna do that. So we're not gonna do that.
Brooklyn. All right, you're right.
Walt Jackson built that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just real shit. Don't nobody want to even say that, but he built that shit.
So who's your four? You got Milwaukee,
Brooklyn.
I'm
throwing Cleveland there as a quiet sleeper. I like them.
no Philly. So either
I
Philly
feel
or
Philly's
Brooklyn.
my fourth.
I like
Okay, so no Brooklyn for you.
I said
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Celtics.
No
They got two
Celtics.
All-Stars.
Yeah,
Because
Mobley gonna be an All-Star.
I think the young kid Williams who
big to
clogs the
overcome.
middle is a huge piece. And until they can fill that, that's my biggest question mark. And then too, I want to see how they come out of this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen no real leadership out of them young boys. And then, your best players ain't always your leadership. So I just want to see, I got a big question mark on the season. I just want to see, because this gonna be emotional. This is like a body punch. This gonna knock the air out of them. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm super excited about what Cleveland can be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then if we coming west, you got the champs, Golden State. I got the Clippers in there. The Luka effect is a real effect that don't nobody want to talk about. And that's why I got Dallas in there, and I also got Djokovic in there. He getting his players back, and I actually thought Denver was one of them teams that was a real team, had depth, and they had depth. But then you see Memphis play. So I got.
Oh, you ain't got Memphis or Clippers?
I'm throwing it. I'm talking it out loud. You know what I'm saying? So in that whole thing, I got the champs. I got Clippers in there. I got Memphis in there, and I got I'm gonna go
Joker or Luka?
Yeah, I'm going Denver.
Ooh, Memphis.
Because I think Denver's deeper than actually Dallas. Luka got tired at the end. They wore his ass down, Lord.
But
did he brought it and he cold, but man, they put so much on it. And then, you know what? I didn't think he was in great shape, if I'm being 1 million.
He is now, though.
Nah, I seen him. He looked heavy. His game is so, his game is so huh?
Seen him in summer?
I ain't seen, I saw a couple of games. He was killing them.
But his body is different. He chiseled now. He chiseled, yeah.
But they also running that shit over there.
Yeah, you right.
Kid ain't got his ass running like you had us running, P. I saw that. y'all interviewed him right.
We talked
he
about
said,
that.
hey, look.
How you gonna say, but this is my thing. So listen what Tickets said. He said, Luka not in shape. What about Joker? He in shape?
I'm talking about
you rolling with him over Luka.
I'm going with Denver Nuggets, not individual.
Well, he need to get in shape too then.
Denver got the better team, no question.
Well, that's his style. That's how he plays.
And Joker need to get in shape.
Luka ain't got enough on his side.
He just run back-to-back MVPs in that body. What are you talking about?
He's in that body.
What are you talking about? 2 MVPs in that dump truck. That man just got 2 MVPs in that dump truck-ass body.
All right, I got.
Who you got, man?
I got Golden State.
Really
I got
won.
the Clippers. I got Memphis.
Word.
I got Golden State. I got the Clippers. I got Memphis, and I got Phoenix. This is their last chance.
Hey, boy.
Hey, you know I fought with you, dog.
This is their last chance.
You going to the ball, man.
I don't know what it is. You must be got a job.
Hey, them all the teams he played for.
All the teams he played
for.
They finna hide this nigga
I'm surprised he got sacked in that motherfucker.
That's some bullshit.
Watch out for the Kings.
That's some bullshit.
Man, get your ass out of here.
I'm surprised you didn't say Sacramento.
Right.
Around this motherfucker.
Straight up. 7 leagues going to the finals. 7 leagues.
He said 7 leagues going to the
7 leagues going to the finals.
We actually gonna be there, but yeah. So that's my 4. To me, that was this is Phoenix's last chance with CPA.
And that's sad.
Out east.
Out east,
I
who you
got
going with?
Milwaukee, Philly, Brooklyn, Boston.
Thank you. Slim Reaper, man.
No Miami.
Boston.
Listen, man.
I don't believe in Miami. I like Miami. I
Yeah.
just don't believe. I really like them. Great coach, great system. I just don't believe in them.
Like, what
Playoff
other level?
Jimmy Butler.
I don't see them going to another level either.
But yeah, they've been there. They've got close to being there, but I just don't see them
They
getting
need
over
some
that
more
hump.
pieces, yep.
Yeah.
One more guy.
If they could have got a Bradley Beal or even a Donovan Mitchell.
Bradley Beal.
I mean, so that way Jimmy Butler could just be the Swiss Army knife he needs to be. To me, if you need Jimmy Butler to be your best scorer, because he does so many other things great, you're asking a lot.
Yeah, he got a lot
Because he can, but he has a lot on his plate outside of that.
Yep.
So,
man, great discussion, man. That's our picks for the 222, 223 NBA season coming up. Let's get it. Hey.